Hey guys, Tony here, and today I have been checking out Airborne Empire, which is out now on Steam and costs £24.99. However, at the moment, it's currently 10% off. I covered this game back in June with like an early access demo look and quite enjoyed it, so I was looking forward to checking out its full release. Airborne Empire is a city builder at its heart, but I guess the main difference here is you build your city in the sky and therefore you can move around and explore an open world, which brings extra challenges. It also has some soft RPG mechanics in there. I would definitely say on the whole, this is a more chilled experience. You can just float around and enjoy the world. So how does the game play, and a little bit about the story? Well, story-wise, I guess it is light. There is a main quest line that you follow through the game, which usually had you doing some sort of fetch quest, killing pirates or giving resources to a settlement. And then you had side quests, which, well, did the exact same thing. However, I will say, unlike some city builders, the game did give you a clear objective and goal throughout the gameplay, even though there wasn't a lot of variety there. Gameplay wise, it's split into a few parts. First up, I guess, is your city. It's floating, and basically this adds the extra gameplay loop of lift and tilt. You can't keep building, as you need to add lift to counteract the weight. You have to make sure your city is balanced, so you can't just put all your buildings on one side, otherwise it would tip over. So you do have to think about balance as well. Apart from that though, you do have the usual city building mechanics with your upgrade trees, your production lines, your houses, the house people. Then you need to build more to hire more people, to do more jobs, to do more buildings, and so on. On the whole, the building wasn't too bad. The only thing I found kind of annoying is that you have to build lights everywhere. Otherwise your people in the dark just walk off the edge of the city and die, which I just felt was there just to add another resource mechanic to the game with no real gameplay element built in. Also, I will say, because of the way it's done with the mechanics of the tip and the lift, I found restructuring to be a little bit of a pain. It's made a little bit easier when you find a dock, but you can't build blueprints or anything like that, so it can take a little bit of time. Resource and exploring wise, you're floating, which means you can go anywhere on the map to get your resources. So you rarely get stuck looking for something. There are many resources to collect. You have your main ones, which are like food, water, and coal. Flying the thing is pretty easy. You just point and click where you want to go over the resource, you click on the resource, and then you can select how many units you want to send down to get that resource. Then off they go and collect. One good thing is though, if you do go out of range, all the airplanes just come back to the hangar, so you don't have to worry about it. There's also secrets to find, places to explore, towns, cities, and settlements to trade with, advance the story, do side quests, or get new town people. Resource wise, I think base storage was a little bit too low. I think it just maxed out too quickly. I think maybe you could go over the max and then your base would start tilting or dropping or something like that. Also, because you can just move and get any resource you want when you're running low on it, it takes away a lot of that planning and say food options of most city builders, which really add to the chilled experience. Finally, we have like basic combat. You basically build towers on your city, and then when pirates come in, it'll shoot them down. Usually they will damage your base though in some way or another. They can also destroy elements of your base too. You can also build a cannon, which you can use to destroy ground targets. Graphics wise, I think this game looks beautiful. Just looking around your airship when you fly around is a joy. It's nicely animated. The map design is beautiful too. And I think whoever did the artwork on this game did a great job. The only slight issue I had was the UI is super busy, especially along the top of the screen. I think it could be toned down a little bit. Sound design is a little bit more on the basic side. You talk to birds, so they just chirp and cheep. It sounds like the early days of Twitter. I think it's alright, but I think it could have done with a little bit more here. So in conclusion, I think this is a good little game. It's not without its problems, and the game never really arcs up. It's pretty much the same from start to finish. You gather resources, you do the story missions, which are basically all the same, fight some pirates, bring the materials, build something, and rinse and repeat. I think it's also slightly overpriced at £25. It's a lot of money. However, it's chilled, great atmosphere, easy to pick up and learn, and exploring is interesting. And it looks great on top of all that. Definitely add this one to your wish list, and if you love city builders, you will enjoy it for sure. But I could also understand if you wanted to wait a little bit for a bigger sale before picking it up. Anyway guys, that's all I've got to say on this one. Catch us all later. Goodbye.